So now we're going to talk defensively. Defensively, we're going to play man-on-man. So that means these two players are responsible for their forwards, their strikers up on top. Our defense is responsible for their strikers. Our offense, the people who play up on top, are responsible for their defensive players. When the goalie has the ball, a lot of the times teams will hang around the goal box like this. That's not necessarily, there's a lot of things wrong with that. We don't want to do that. When their goalie gets the ball, if we can really take advantage of this point here by marking up tightly, there's a lot of turnovers that can happen and a lot of shots on goal. We can really rack up our goals if we mark tight when their goalie has the ball. For two reasons. One, there's the 4-second rule. So if we mark so tight that the goalie doesn't know where to send the ball, she's only got 4 seconds. That's a turnover for us. The ref will call 4 seconds and then we'll get the ball. If we are marking, a lot of times high pressure marking, which means we are sticking right on them. A lot of times if they get the ball, we're right there, and so we can cause a turnover, all right, by that high pressure. Again, if we cause a turnover up here, that's a really quick transition and a shot on goal for us. So anytime their goalie has the ball, we need to get super excited about defending, because that is a primo time for us to win the ball back and have quick shots on the goal. A little bit about actual defending. This is something that we have to work on. Man-on-man marking. A lot of the times what I'm seeing is people mark like this with space in between you and the player. Marking means that you are touching them. That means you are literally so close that you are breathing on the back of their necks and that you can feel them, or they can feel you breathing, and will most likely complain about it to you. That's how close you are defending them. You want to be like a booger stuck to them. So anywhere that this player runs, you are following that player tight. All right? We don't want to give them any space. And when we see that the ball is coming to the player that we are defending, or that you are defending, you want to get nice and low and get in a good explosive stance. So you're nice and low, your knees are bent, you're on your toes, because you want to be ready for whichever way that girl's gonna go. So that's key when we're marking. Okay, let's talk about if they actually get the ball out, and now they're getting more into let's say a formation. So here they have a square formation. These two players are going to be their offense. We are going to mark high and tight. All right? These players are responsible for marking high and tight on these players. Wherever this player goes, you're here, right on him. Whatever this goes, you're here, you're on him, okay? So nice and tight. However, up here, up on top, that's a little bit different. If you notice right now in the square formation, this area is open. So a lot of their runs are going to be made through the middle. So she might come cut back through the middle to ask for the ball. She might cut back to the middle and ask for the ball. She might cut through the middle and ask for the ball. So when they're in a square formation, a lot of their runs are going to be through the middle. Well, we want to prevent that. And one of the ways we can prevent that is a pressure cover. So she's going to high pressure right here and be all over her, so her head is down and not being able to get her head up to see passes, right? That's her responsibility. These two are responsible for high tight marking. If they make a run through, you are going to be right on them. You are not going to create even a little amount of space here is enough for this player to be able to receive the ball and then give it back. Because all this player needs through the middle is a good one touch to be able to do a give and go. And we don't want that. So that means this player has got to be super tight when they cut through that middle, all right? This player now is actually going to drop back and be the cover. So we have a pressure cover up on top here. That's what we want against their defenders, okay? Because remember, they're going this way. Now, if you notice, when she comes back through the middle like this, what does that take away? The middle. It takes away the advantage to this square and this space. So she's basically in the passing lane of this player here. Or if she comes in here, she's right here to receive the ball, right? Okay, so what happens if they pass it back to the goalie? right? If they pass it back to the goalie and these two players get wide, I do not want you necessarily to get up wide here. I want you to stay what we say is neutral. Neutral means you are in the middle and you are not going to allow anything through the middle. These two are neutral. As soon as she gets past, as soon as you see this leave the foot of the goalie to get past, you are on it here. So you are watching. You are watching the goalie's eyes. You are in neutral position here. These two are still high marks, tight. It gets passed out here. As the ball leaves her foot, you are sprinting to get into position to put pressure. This player is now in great position still, pressure and cover. Great cover position, okay? We just don't want any runs through the middle, okay? This person is not really a threat. Remember, this is the really high, especially when we're defending, we really want to defend the middle, okay? That's important. Protect the middle, protect the middle, protect the middle, protect the middle, protect the middle. So we're protecting the middle here. Not really of a very importance. Now, if this player starts making a run into the middle, now I'm gonna start marking her up tight. And let's say they come out this way. We're gonna drop back and mark them up tight. Let's say this player is making their way up and let's say there's some kind of rotation with the team. All right, if this player goes way out here, this player's gotta realize, oh, I don't have to go way out there. That's not troubling for us. I'm going to step back here and now play pressure cover here and be the cover player. All right? So if this player, if they get past here, she's just coming up to put high pressure and she's dropping back quickly because it's quick. All right? Dropping back quickly here. Okay? As the ball leaves her foot, this player notices it. And if you can intercept the pass, that's great. If you can't, just get there to put high pressure. This player's dropping through the middle. So that's really key if you're going to be their top two players up on top defensively. Now, what if they really drop off, like way? Let's say this person's trying to make a run through the middle. This person kind of drops off. Well, you got to be careful because if this player is a really good passer and if this player passes it really well, then that's something that, yes, you need to be aware of, okay? But I don't know if I would necessarily drag this player way out like this here. I would drop off maybe just a little bit here so that you're a little bit closer to protecting this middle here.